Hey guys, Hilton here again with Yellow Sky Actions, and today I'm going to be doing a video tutorial on a photo. I'm going to do two different versions, and a photographer, a wonderful photographer who's a fan and a member on our forum. Her name's Cady Gambrell. She sent me this image. Cady, if you're listening out there, thank you so much for sending this over to us. Beautiful image. It caught my eye when I first saw it. She sent it around Valentine's Day. So sorry I haven't gotten to it sooner, Cady. I've just been super busy, if you know what I mean. But yeah, this image is awesome. I love it. I love the way she's laying down on the sand. I love the hearts. I love the way her, just the mood of the whole thing is just great. She shot this with a Canon EOS Rebel T3, and she definitely took my advice. She shot in manual exposure. Well done, Cady. This exposure is great. I mean, it really doesn't get much better. I could tell that it's at sunset because you get that warm tint on her skin and from the sun, and it's beautiful. She shot it with a 50mm 1.4, and her exposure was f2.5. Shutter speed was 1/800th of a second, and the ISO was at 100. Well done. That's about as good as it gets. You probably could have shot this at 2.0, but 2.5, it's great. You would have gotten more bokeh at 2.0. Even though there's great bokeh in this straight out of the camera image. I love it. I'm going to do two different versions. I'm going to do show you how to do a black and white, a stunning black and white version, and a stunning color version. Here's the before, and here is the black and white version. Again, here's the before, and then here's the black and white version. And before I got started on it, you notice the composition is different. I cropped this because I wanted her focal point. I wanted the focal point of the subject to be at that third, because anytime it's in the middle, it's easier for your eye to lose track of where the focal point is, and it's not as easy on the eye. Since it's right here, it's much easier on the eye than if it were right there. So, one suggestion, Cady, next time you shoot, make sure that you compose your image within the viewfinder so the composition is already there, and that way when you go to, like, see, I went to crop this and automatically I lost pixels, which is detail, which we need all the detail in the world when we're editing our images. Still, it's a great image, beautiful image, but I'm going to show you how we did it. Alright, so I used 5 different actions from our big bundle set for CS3 through CS5. The first action I use is a Silver Sea black and white, so I'll run that, and it's a little dark, so the next action I used was It's Time to Shine. And what I did within this action was I went into the Shine Sharp and I dropped the Shine Sharp to 40%, and I clicked on this mask and I went to the brush and I made sure that the foreground was black, and I painted off the sharp in this area right here and back here because I wanted to keep that bokeh or that blur. So I did that. The next step I did was I ran Dodge It, and watch her eyes. They popped. And what I did was I just went in and I made sure my brush opacity was at 20% or 22% is fine. And all I did was I brushed on. And I made sure, I'm sorry, for you newbies out there watching this, anytime there's a white, a black mask, the foreground needs to be white so you can brush it on. And all I did was just brush on that that dodge it. And you can see here's the before and the after. And again, I'm going to zoom in. The before and the after. All right. Next step, I used an action from the Essential set called Soft Brush. And here's before it, and here's the after Soft Brush. And you notice it in this area right here, back here, and back here. Here it is again. Before, after. And all I did was click on that black mask, make sure the foreground was white, click on the brush. I took the brush up to 100%, and all I did was brush on. Again, before, after. So that was the before, and this is what we ended up with. Before again, there, stunning, love it. Okay, now on to the stunning color. Here's the before. Let's see if I can find it. And there's the after. Again, I cropped this one the same as the other, the black and white. Again, before, after. All right, I'm going to show you how we did it. So we used 6 actions from the Big Bundle set for CS3 through CS5. First action I ran was It's Time to Shine. Boom. Again, I went down to the Shine Sharp layer within the It's Time to Shine, dropped it to 50% this time, and I clicked on the mask, and I made sure, since it's a white mask, black foreground, and all I did was just paint off that sharp on the areas that are blurred, because we want those areas to stay blurred. We want that bokeh, so our eye really, draws to this subject, that sharp. The next action I ran was an action called Pale Rouge, and it gives it a little warmth, and that's from our color set. And I dropped this action. It was at 100%. I dropped it to 70. I went in within this action, Pale Rouge. I went to the Curve It layer. I dropped that down to 50%. It was at 100. You can, if you like it the way that looks, you can leave it there. But, for my taste, I dropped it to 50%. It's just subtle. And then the levels, I dropped it to 65%. It was at 100. But I liked it at 65%, around there. Next action, Vintage Instant Photo. It's subtle, but that's at 15%. Again, you can bump it up. It was at 100. There's 100, and I bumped it down to 15. There's 48. I just like it to be subtle. All right, next step. Again, we just dodged the eyes, just like I showed you before. Boom. I dropped it down to 70% because it was a little much, and it still looks a little too much, so maybe 60. 60 is perfect. Okay, soft brush. Again, same thing as last time. Give it that bokeh. And that's it, guys. There's the there it is. So again, I'm going to show you how we did it. There's the before. This is the original image that Cady sent. Here's the black and white. Stunning. Here's the color. Stunning. And that's how you do it. So Let me know if you have any questions. Again, Cady, thank you so much for sending this over to me. I had a blast with this image, and I hope this helps everyone out. Again, let us know if you have any questions. Comment, and you guys have a great day.